Hello YouTube, I'm back again. I'm posting these on a new channel, which I will link to my other channel. Well, to my original, I should say. But, yeah. This is the explanation to the profile, and you get a better view of what's actually in here. Alright, you have two Air Armor Ninjas, which you can see right here, that you can reduce the level by 1, which you could also use to get into a few of your level 7 synchros. Really good card. Agua Armor Ninja. If you have another ninja in your graveyard and he's in your graveyard as well, you can banish him and negate one direct attack to your life points. Cyber Dragon. If your opponent has a monster, you can special summon. Really good. High attack. Earth Armor Ninja, same as Cyber here. Flame Armor Ninja, you can increase the level by 1 of any ninja monster that you control. Gores is extremely good in this deck because if you go up against Chainburn, like straight off the bat, you draw a card and they Secret Barrel, and instead of you taking just the 1200 points of damage, you also get Gores, and you also get to inflict the same amount of damage as it took that you just received, as you can see right here. And then if they attack you and you still have no cards on the field, you can special summon this, special summon a level 7 fairy type token with the same attack and defense as the damage you took. You have two Masked Ninjas, which is the same thing now as Giant Trune. For every ninja that you have on the field other than him, you can send one spell or trap card back to your opponent's hand. Neo-Spacian Grand Mole, really good. If you attack or this card is attacked and draws to battle position, both cards sent back to the hand or extra deck, I should say, one or the other, depends on what the card is. Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. I only run one because you have so many ways to get him back, including the side deck. But you normal summon him and you get this. Or you can flip or special summon to get into that. It's still really good. Next you have Rose, but let's go back a second. Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. If you normal summon, you can get a Ninjutsu Arts card from your deck back to your hand. And if he's flipped or special summoned, you can special summon. You can add one ninja monster to your hand. Okay, now back to Rose. This card here is good for two reasons. It's level 4 and it's a tuner. And it's also a warrior, which helps in another way, which you already know because I showed you the deck list just a minute ago. And this card here also inflicts 300 points of damage to your opponent each time it inflicts damage to your opponent. So if you deal even 100 points of damage to your opponent, her effect activates and deals an extra 300. Next you have Sangan, which as you can see you have a few targets. Next you have Snowman Eater, really good 1900 defense. Not a lot of stuff can get over this, not quickly anyway. But when it's flipped face up, even when it's attacked, you can pretty much kill any monster on the field that's face up anyways. Then you have Upstart Golden Ninja. Discard any one trap from your hand, special summon any ninja monster from your deck. It has to be level 4 or lower. Book of Moon to get over Mirror Force and stuff like that. Creature Swap. Send that one after it's been flipped, switch to attack mode. Creature Swap for something stronger. Dark Hole, clear the field. Reborn to get your Hanzo back, the Grabbing Ninja. Like Hanzo, you grab Flame, then if you got it, normal summon Rose and go into a Stardust or something to help prevent with Mirror Force, Bottomless, and stuff like that. Then you have 2 MST to get over their Starlight Roads and stuff like that. Fire Duality. Not really a must in this deck, but it helps with a little bit of draw power. Shield Crush to get over their Marshmallow. Swords of Revealing Light, give you an extra 3 turns to help get what you need. Tribute to the Doom to discard 1 card, destroy 1 monster on the field. Armor Ninjutsu Art of Freezing. As long as you have a face-up ninja monster on your field, your opponent cannot change their battle position, but this card can only be activated when your opponent declares an attack. If they declare an attack while you have a face-up ninja monster on your field, you can negate the battle phase and they cannot change battle position. Bottomless Trap Hole. Banish 1 monster they summon with 1500 or more. Okay, and a little bit further on this, I'm going to show you a card, if I can remember the name of it. I'm trying to find it real quick. Here it is. This one here, it has question mark attack, and it gains 800 times the monsters used to fusion summon it. What a lot of people do not know is that its attack is already added before this card hits the field. So if you send 5 cards, this card has 4,000 attack. With that said, you can Bottomless Trap Hole the Overtake Dragon. Oh, this dragon here, your Over Dragon. You can Bottomless Trap Hole this as long as it was fusion summoned with 3 or more cards. Anything that gains attack equal to the number of stuff that was used to bring it to the field and its question marked, its attack is added. Same thing goes with Dragodia. As long as it has, well, if you have 3 cards in your hand, which would be about 1800 attack for him, he can also be bottomless. And then you got 2 Compulse to help get over some of the strong monsters that need tribute, so you can pretty much do whatever. Like if they summon an Egyptian God card that can be targeted by a trap, as you can see over here, it says nothing about targeting. So if they attack you with just say Obelisk, activate this, send it back to the hand, make them mad, piss them off, laugh about it. Then you have Dark Bribe to negate their Mirror Force, Torrential, Starlight Road, Deep Risen, pretty much anything that they can use against you that would actually harm you. Then you have Deep Risen to banish one monster that's attacking you. You got Mirror Force to help get over the Egyptian gods, which I have seen a lot of people using them again. But it's pretty much just that. I have a God card deck on here that I found on YouTube that I remodded, and it works pretty much 8 out of 10 times. If I could remember that guy's name, I would give props to him, so I will actually look him up real quick. Yeah, I'm kinda on. It's Bugspare. He is the person that originally created this, and I kinda found this video and decided to try the deck. It worked good, but his version relies on traps just a little bit more than the version that I had. But yeah. And by the way, this is the YouTube channel that I'm going to be doing everything on. Yes, my name is Dylan Jackson, but this account here is an add-on to my original. Old video of me and a friend. He was kind of still learning his way. As you can see there, he has 128,000 life points, and I started with 2,000. But yeah, come and subscribe to both channels, like them, and I'll hope to get more videos to you as soon as I can. But now back to the deck profile and information. Starlight Road, I helped get over Heavy Storm, Torrential, Summon, get rid of the whole field. Then now for the side deck, you have another air. I'm not going to go back over it. Cyber Valley, the only effect that you will need for this deck is your opponent attacks, banish it in the battle phase, and draw a card. Then you have a Go 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 Golem. He can survive one attack if he's in defense mode. Really good for a lot of plays because they pretty much have a lot of high attack monsters going out now. Especially with the new Neo Galaxy Eyes that just recently came out a month or so back. But it could really screw you over with this deck, especially if they used it with Galaxy Eyes. But yeah. Then you have Axe of Despair, just to increase the attack of one of your extra deck cards. Creature Swap again, Heavy Storm, Lightning Vortex, XC Territory, because as you see, we're running a lot of XC monsters. We're running 10 XC monsters and only 5 Synchros. So XC Territory would help you, but it's also a field spell, so it's going to help your opponent also by increasing the attack and defense of all XC monsters times by their rank times 200. So Gemini Pearl here would actually be at 3,400 because if he was just ranked 2, he'd be at 3,000, and an extra 400 because of the other 2 ranks that he has. So it's pretty good. You have Call of Hana. You have Damage Gate. pretty much just to get your Hanzo back out. Inverse Universe, really good card. Underused, and it is extremely good. If you have something that has, uh, say, hold on, let me see if I can find one real quick. Monster. Let's say defense 2600 and now let's also redefine this and say it's an effect. Alright, say you get out your super crash bug and it's in attack mode because of, say, some random effect that they use to make it be in attack. But we're going to use Zod here just because he has 4,000 defense. Say he is in attack mode because of some effect like final attack orders. Use Inverse Universe, which permanently switches the attack and defense of all effect monsters, and since he is an effect, he would actually have 4,000 attack, which will rival the Egyptian god card Obelisk. So it's an extremely good card, and it can also save you at times. Then you have Reckless Greed, just a little bit more draw power if you need it. Roll Decree to get over the Chain Burns. Skill Successor, extremely good card. Use it, and your monster can gain 400. Then during your turn, you can banish it, but not during the turn that you use it. And you can select one monster, and it can gain 800 attack until the end phase. And then you have a second Torrential. And then for the extra deck, you have Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card is good and bad at the same time. If you're winning a duel, it's extremely good to get out because the difference between your life points and your opponent's inflicts this card's attack. If you have say 20,000 life points to your opponent's 1,000, this here will gain an added 19,000 attack. But now, say the roles were switched. Your monster would technically be negative, but since they can't go negative, it would be a 0 attack. So risky but useful. I don't use them much, but he's there just in case. Colossal Fighter, Warrior, gains 100 attack for each warrior in your grave. As you can see, mostly all warrior. When he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon any warrior monster from yours or your opponent's grave. Red Dragon Archfiend, get over their Marshmallow or anything that can't be destroyed by battle but that's in defense mode. Be careful with this because if you have something like Sangam face down defense with Red Dragon Archfiend, it will destroy your card. Red Dragon Archfiend is the only card that can get away with not attacking and not be destroyed. The rest of your monsters will be destroyed if they do not attack. So be wary of swords. Next, you have Stardust Dragon. Help get over anything that would destroy something on the field on your side or your opponent's that would actually harm you in the process. Or you just don't want them to get the effect of anything that would pretty much kill you. Like MST, a selected trap card that might do a crap load of damage to you. Then you have X-Saber Ubelin. Really good card, but I don't use it much. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent while they have 4 or more cards in their hand, you can select one random card from their hand and place it back on the top of their deck. Really good, especially if you're playing against Exodia, because they start with just say a 4-card hand. pretty much if you first turn and then they can't do crap and then they end their turn because they don't want to set anything. They got 6 cards. Then you attack with it. They have to. Then you put that one card back on the top of their deck. They technically don't draw anything on the next turn because they just get the card back. Next, you have Blade Armor Ninja. Really good card and pretty much the soul of this deck until I can find uh, kind of added a second one, which I shouldn't have. Let me make sure that there is no extra that I need to add real quick. Okay, we're all up to date with the rest of the extra deck. Alright, but anyways, like I was saying, Blade Armor Ninja, really good card. Any ninja monster on your field, including himself, can attack twice during the battle phase that this card was activated. So, and there's also effects that can allow you to attack twice, and I'll show you that like right now. Let me do this real quick. This is the card that will more or less allow you to attack 4 times in one turn, thanks to Blade Armor Ninja. What Weather Report does is, when it's flipped, it destroys all Swords of Revealing Light on the field. If Swords of Revealing Light is destroyed, you can perform your battle phase twice this turn, or your next turn if activated during your opponent's turn. Yes, I kind of read right there. I'm a little rusty. I have the card in real life, I just don't feel like digging it out. But this card here is extremely useful, especially to destroy swords. Like, you play swords, set him, next turn flip it, destroy swords, get him out, use the effect, attack twice the first time. That's 4,400 if it went through as a full direct. Then you get to attack again, which is 88 as a total, so that's pretty much a game right there. Next, you have Gemini Pearl, basically just in here for the 2600 attack. You have Luminite, just attach 1, discard 1, draw 1. Leviathan, basically just a beater. Detach 1, gain 500 attack. Attach 2, can't attack direct, but still has 3,000. You have your 3 Utopias. Detach 1, negate the attack of any monster. Something that a lot of people do not know about Utopia is that when he runs out of XC material, he is destroyed by his own effect, but it also causes a replay. So if you attack it with, just say, a Dark Magician, which would technically cancel each other out and they both be destroyed normally, but since he doesn't have any XC material, he is destroyed, Dark Magician is safe, and then that same Dark Magician gets to attack again under that ruling, which I still don't agree with, but it's there. Then you have 2 Wind Up Zen Meister. It is basically here just to help out. Like, you can flip your, like, you can normal summon Hanzo, get your Armored Jutsu Art of Breathing, you can overlay, say, Air Armor Ninja and Earth Armor Ninja by using Air Armor Ninja's effect on Earth, which would select Earth to be a level 4. Overlay for this. Then you summon him. So you would add him. So you would add this card to your hand. Next, you would activate his effect by detaching 1 to flip him face down. During the end phase, it flips back face up, so you could add him to your hand. He is extremely good, and I know I've already said this, but he is Giant True Knight. If you had, just say, these 2 Aguas and these 2 Airs, and you have him, that's 4 spells or traps that you can pop right back to your opponent's hand. And that is extremely good, thinking that you can also overlay your 2 Aguas and then turn right around with your 2 airs and go into a Blade Armor Ninja and then go into something like Gem Knight Pearl or your Utopia. But this deck is extremely good. It is somewhat competitive. It does rely a little bit on luck, as you can tell by some of the cards, and pretty much good luck. If you see me on Dueling Network, I'll get Notepad up here and I'll type in my name, space it out a little bit. That is my name on Dueling Network, spaces and all. Just the highlighted portion is my name. Exclamation point space alpha space elite. So if you see me on Dueling Network, send me on. Just send me a PM. I'll reply as soon as I possibly can. As you can see, I have sound turned off, so I don't hear the little beep. I don't really look up here much at the tab, especially if I'm in the middle of a duel. But anyways, I'm signing out. Have fun, and I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I might not upload the other one, but if I do, this is part 2. If not, this is part 1 of 1. Y'all have a nice day, and good luck, and just remember, if you give your opponent 1 turn, they could possibly end the duel.